Imagine a place on Earth that looks like it belongs on another planet. A land filled with burning heat, colorful toxic-looking pools, and endless salt fields. Talking the number 5 Danakil Depression is located in northeastern Ethiopia, in the Afar region. It is one of the lowest and hottest areas on Earth, with parts of the region lying hundreds of feet below sea level. The landscape is so unusual that it almost looks like a scene from an alien world. What makes this place truly incredible is its strange volcanic landscape. The area contains active volcanoes, steaming vents, salt flats, and colorful mineral deposits. In places such as Dalal, bright yellow, orange, green, and red formations are created by minerals and extreme geothermal activity. The heat here can be brutal. Temperatures can rise to around 50 degrees Celsius or even higher in extreme conditions. The region is also extremely dry, making it one of the harshest environments on our planet. Yet, despite these conditions, people of the Afar region have lived and worked here for generations. Another fascinating part of the Danakil Depression is its enormous salt deposits. Thousands of years ago, seawater repeatedly entered this low-lying basin and later evaporated, leaving thick layers of salt behind. Today, local workers still extract salt from the desert and transport it using traditional methods. Talking the number 4 The Salar de Uyuni is located in southwestern Bolivia and is the largest salt flat in the world, covering more than 10,000 square kilometers. It was formed from ancient lakes that gradually dried up over thousands of years, leaving behind a massive layer of salt stretching across the landscape. From above, it looks like an enormous white desert with almost no visible end. One of the most incredible things about Salar de Uyuni is how perfectly flat its surface is. In many areas, the salt crust forms almost geometric patterns, creating a landscape that looks completely unreal. During the dry season, visitors can see endless white salt stretching toward the horizon, making it difficult to tell where the ground ends and the sky begins. But during the rainy season, something even more amazing happens. A thin layer of water covers the salt flat and turns the entire surface into a giant natural mirror. The sky, clouds, mountains, and even people standing on the surface can be reflected in the water, creating an optical illusion that makes it look as if the earth and sky have completely merged together beneath the enormous salt crust. Salar de Uyuni also contains one of the world's important lithium resources. Lithium is a key material used in many modern rechargeable batteries, including batteries used in electric vehicles and electronic devices. The region therefore isn't just visually spectacular. It is also extremely important for modern technology. Salar de Uyuni is also famous for its incredible landscapes, unique rock formations, giant cacti on nearby islands, and breathtaking sunsets. When the surface is covered with water, the reflection can become so perfect that photographers often capture images where the horizon almost disappears completely. This combination of endless white salt, mirror-like water, and enormous skies makes Salar de Uyuni one of the most otherworldly places on Earth. Talking the number 3 The Socotra Island is a remote island located in the Arabian Sea, near the coast of Yemen. It is famous for its extraordinary landscapes and unique wildlife, with many species found here existing nowhere else on Earth. Because of its isolated location for millions of years, Socotra developed an ecosystem so unusual that the island often looks more like an alien planet than a place on Earth. One of the most famous sites on Socotra is the Dragon Blood tree. These strange-looking trees have thick trunks and wide, umbrella-shaped crowns that spread across the sky. When viewed from a distance, they look almost like something from a science fiction movie. The tree gets its name from its dark red resin, which has been traditionally used for various purposes. Socotra is also home to many other unusual plants and animals. A significant portion of its plant species are endemic, meaning they naturally occur only on Socotra. The island's dry mountains, rocky valleys, caves, beaches, and unusual vegetation create a landscape unlike almost anywhere else in the world. The islands. Isolation has played a major role in creating this incredible biodiversity. Socotra separated from mainland regions long ago, allowing its plants and animals to evolve in their own unique ways. This is why scientists consider the island extremely important for understanding evolution and biodiversity. With its bizarre dragon blood trees, rugged mountains, crystal clear waters, and plants found nowhere else on Earth, Socotra looks like a world created for a science fiction movie. Yet this strange and beautiful landscape is completely real, and it is one of the most unique natural environments on our planet. Talking the number 2. Atacama Desert is located in northern Chile and is considered one of the driest nonpolar places on Earth. Some parts of this enormous desert receive almost no measurable rainfall for extremely long periods. Its landscape is filled with rocky valleys, salt flats, volcanoes, and mountains, making it look incredibly similar to the surface of another planet. What makes the Atacama truly fascinating is its extreme environment. The land is incredibly dry, the air is thin in some high-altitude areas, and the landscape contains very little vegetation. The combination of reddish rocks, dry valleys, and barren mountains creates scenes that look remarkably similar to images of Mars. Because of these Mars-like conditions, scientists have used parts of the Atacama as a natural testing ground for instruments and techniques designed for Mars exploration. Researchers can study how equipment and scientific methods perform in an extremely dry and hostile environment before sending them into space. But Atacama has another incredible feature, the night sky. Because the desert is extremely dry, remote, and far from major sources of light pollution, it offers some of the clearest skies on Earth. Powerful observatories have been built there, allowing scientists to study distant stars, galaxies, and other objects across the universe. With its almost rainless landscape, Mars-like terrain, massive volcanoes, and some of the clearest skies on Earth, the Atacama Desert is one of the most extraordinary places on our planet. Talking the number 1, the Namib Desert is one of the oldest deserts on Earth, stretching along the Atlantic coast of Namibia in southern Africa. It is famous for its enormous orange-red sand dunes, some of which rise hundreds of meters above the surrounding landscape. The combination of towering dunes, dry valleys, and a deep blue sky creates a scene that looks almost impossible to be real. One of the most spectacular places in the Namib is Sossusvlei, a huge salt and clay pen surrounded by massive red dunes. Nearby is Deadvlei, where ancient dead camel thorn trees stand against a bright white, cracked ground. These trees died hundreds of years ago but have remained remarkably preserved because the environment is so dry. The desert may look completely lifeless, but it is actually home to specially adapted animals and plants. Creatures such as oryx, springbok, desert beetles, and other wildlife have developed remarkable ways to survive with very little water. Some plants and insects can even collect moisture from the desert air and morning fog. The Namib's incredible landscape is also shaped by the meeting of the desert and the Atlantic Ocean. Coastal fog frequently moves inland from the cold ocean, providing an important source of moisture for some desert organisms. This makes the Namib a fascinating example of how life can survive in one of Earth's harshest environments. With its giant red dunes, ancient trees, endless desert landscapes, and mysterious coastal fog, the Namib Desert looks like something from another world. And that's what makes it one of the most breathtaking places on Earth, because sometimes our own planet can look more alien than any distant planet.